Wait, what do you mean I have 3 days left? And I haven't even finished a single sprite? What? So one day I wasn't listening in my uni class and I decided it would be a good idea to play Cookie Clicker, to try and not fall asleep. Turns out it was actually a terrible idea because I'm now addicted and it started spreading to my classmates. Anyways, this sprouted an idea in my head to make a clicker game. It seemed simple enough to make, right? Right? And then, one day, while I was watching Game Dev YouTube, one guy mentioned the Godot Wild Jam, and I instantly knew this was actually the perfect opportunity. So I opened up Discord, told my buddy Franco about the jam, and we were on. Let's see who can make the best game for the Godot Wild Jam 68. So the first day came and I saw that the theme was Forge. It was absolutely perfect. I immediately thought about a clicker game where you have to smash an anvil to create swords. The concept was done day one, so I still had my full 9 days to make the perfect clicker game. So with my Godot skills, I started implementing. Day 1, I only implemented the clicking mechanic and the building button, which is free, so you can spam it. Oh yeah, I'm really good at these clicker games. The second day, I decided to work on the buildings, and it was time to learn how resources worked on Godot. So I implemented the buildings, and it was kinda hard at first to work with the resources, but it got easier. At the end of the day, I had multiple buildings, and now they also cost swords. They aren't free anymore. Boo. The cost also scales with how many buildings you have, and every building is independent of each other. Now I could add however many buildings I wanted without coding too much, all because of Godot resources, baby. But I didn't really get the economy quite right the first time. Oh yeah, I'm getting even better at these clicker games. I'm so sorry, this sounded much funnier in my head. In this day I just added a swords per second counter. I was just too tired to code, so I started sketching some concept art. I don't exactly have an image of what I cooked that day, but it's kinda like this, but with even less stuff and uglier. I was really proud of the blacksmith though. So you might have noticed that the number of swords that the building produces goes up, but it doesn't quite go up like one by one, just goes up like every second. I noticed this really wasn't that satisfying, which is like really important in a game all about numbers going up. So this day, after a long day of college, I said, yes, let's go relax doing some game dev now. Why doesn't this work? Today is the day that I finally could make the numbers go up one by one in a satisfying way. If you're curious how I did it, I used the lerp, the function in Godot, and made it so that if a building got bought or if clicked the anvil, it stops visually incrementing the swords forged until that operation was finished processing, so that it doesn't have dependency errors. I also added some sort of story element to it. Nobody cared. Hammer time. And also started doing some challenge code. What do you mean by challenge, you may ask? Well, in my original idea, since one of the jam wildcards was permadeath, I was thinking of having multiple challenges when you first buy the buildings. I was thinking, well, the obvious one, where you have to click a certain amount in a limited time, and another one that was a little bit more creative, that was a timing-based one, where you had to dip the sword in water. just added the font and some icons. By now, you should somehow realize that I'm actually behind. I don't have enough of a game for there being only 3 days left. Wait, what do you mean I have 3 days left? And I haven't even finished a single sprite? What? This is of course because I was really busy with college, so I couldn't put much time into game dev. But now the weekend arrived, so it was gaming time. Screw the water challenge, just one challenge that gets harder, got no time for anything. Go! I finished the challenge code, made a game over state and screen, did the sprites for the buttons, made a background, fixed bugs, added buildings in the middle that spawns when buying new buildings, added visible info to buildings, adjusted the economy, making the cost of building scale and remain fair, playtested costs, playtested challenges, made the building hidden until you can buy them, added particles, added music and SFXs, added polish. How am I still not finished? And I haven't even found someone to play test it yet. Thank you so much, Mika. Last minute buff the blacksmith and forges so that they make more swords thanks to the playtest feedback. Added custom panel, music slows down when you fail the challenge, added even more polish, and I haven't done the each page. Quick! Throw up some ugly cover art and I'm done. Woo! 1 hour before the deadline. I could make a better cover art, but I'm so done and I even gotta have to eat lunch, so bye. I spent the next days rating other jam games and receiving and giving feedback. There were also some cool games, like the one made by Franco, which is really fun, and I also really liked this one. The mood was really cool. Then the results day came. I was waiting to see how well I scored. I surely won. Oh well, maybe next time. Let's see how Franco did. God damn! First on fun? Damn! Overall, I learned a lot of new things about Godot, and also I got a lot more confidence in my art skills. Most of the time I get like art block because my expectations are so high that I know I'm not gonna be able to deliver. But overall, I'm happy with the pixel art I cooked in so little time. I don't think it's my best that I can do, but it's so much better than I actually imagined.